I'm Dr. Marcie from Behavior and Beyond, where I bring you realistic ideas for the real life behavior that you face. And as you may know, once a month I do a Dr. Marcie Ask Me Anything, where people just like you, big beings with questions about behavior, send in their questions and I answer them, maintaining your confidentiality because I know how important that could be. This month, I have a question from a parent and it states, my almost 5-year-old daughter is super social with adults, but finds it difficult to play with other kids. What should we do? I think this is a great question. It's short and sweet and simple, but a lot of information in there. So the first thing that I'd like to point out and talk about is, why is this happening? Why might your small being want to talk to adults more than kiddos? The answer might be more simple than you expect. Adults are predictable. There are certain things that we will always do for our small being, right? We want to understand them. We want to help them. We want to get along. We'll often let a small being go first. We'll often rig a game to let them win. We're kind and understanding and compassionate and let our small beings lead often. So when we're playing with them, big beings can be super fun because small beings can get what they want. Kiddos, other friends, are unpredictable. They sometimes want to play something different or have their own way, or they want to go first. So it's harder to get along with them. So just knowing that your small being is doing this because you're easier to get along with than peers gives you a lot of information and lets you know better ways to change the behavior to make her get along with small beings better. We're going to do that in 3 simple ways. First, don't be such a good adult, right? Think about it. If you every once in a while were to put on your 5-year-old hat or whatever age your small being is and think, what would another 5-year-old do in this situation? And act 5 or 10 minutes a day during play like a 5-year-old rather than like an adult, your small being will get more experience being around that type of behavior and it'll go really far, right? For me, I do that all the time with kids. I play to win. I demand that I want to go first. I say that I want to play a different game. And I do it not to be difficult to those small beings, but to teach them that they need to be flexible so they can be successful with their peer group. Second, when small beings are around their peers and have these type of challenges, they often will default to going to adults. Picture it. At a play date, if your small being doesn't want to be with their friend, do you let them come and hang out with you for a little bit? Do you talk for them when they're uncomfortable? Or do you force them to go back and be in the conversation? Think about it. What would really help them? If you step back and say, nope, I can't help you, go figure it out, and push them a little bit in those tough situations, they're going to learn to problem solve, they're going to figure it out, or give them some tools to use later on. They can totally do more than you think if you don't give them the answers. And third is be selective with the small beings that you're having them hang out with, at least initially, right? We all know all different kids have all different sets of skills. And some kids are much better at being understanding and compromising and sharing. And some kids are really headstrong and they want it their way. If your small being is having some challenges getting along with peers, set them up on some play dates with some really flexible kids so that it's more likely that they're going to get along well. If you have a lot of experience where other people aren't being kind to you, chances are you're not going to go back into that experience. That's what you're seeing with your child here. So set up experiences that are more likely to be beneficial, right? And that might mean that you sit down and play the game with the kids all together rather than sending them off for a play date on their own, but being in it and part of them. But being selective at least partially with the other kids so that you know they can bring in the best out in your child's can go really far. I hope those 3 quick tips help you into shifting your child's social skills from being just around adults to being with small beings too. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to these ideas and strategies, and these alone can make a world of difference. But when you're ready for more ways to enhance the social skills of your small being, come on over and check out this amazing program that I've put together for you guys. The link is going to be at the end of the video and right below. So remember, blue skies are ahead and we're going to get there together. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel below And if you haven't headed over to my website, www.behaviorandbeyond.net, and signed up for my mailing list, I highly suggest you do. There are great tidbits of information that I send out every week that will help transform the behavior in your family. Again, blue skies are ahead, and let's get there together.